I think how the Harvest Moon old system of gift giving used to work, where you just picked some random item and then you gave it to them, and then they said like, "Oh, this is awesome! I've been waiting for this," and they put it in their pocket, or they go like, "I don't know what the fuck this is," and they put it in their pocket anyway because it's a gift.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, thanks," or "Oh, thanks."
Yeah. If you want to know the real anxiety from giving gifts is from playing fucking Harvest Moon, and every time I made some cookies for a girl, and she was like, "Why would you give me this?" And she took it anyway, and I was like, "Give me back my fucking cookies."
Dude, that's the worst. You gotta like figure out what every single person likes, and you gotta give them what they like to increase your relationship status with them.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
It's crazy, man. Now, Harvest Moon, that's a game we could talk about for an hour, but let's do the introduction for DBZ Dokkan Modcast. Is that the name of our fucking show? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Modcast. I'm here with Zenrot.
Hello.
Mayo.
Yo.
And Toast.
Why am I here?
That's a good question.
If you're wondering why we're back to the old intro, it's because today's Modcast is sponsored by Skype, the oldest video recording machine thingy on the internet you can find. And it somehow gets worse every single time we get on it, but somehow it's the only thing that works.
Wait, hold up. We have a new intro on Discord?
Yeah, we had to do a fucking intro on Discord because every time I try and do this intro, I go Zenrot, then I go Toast, or more likely I say Common, and then Common doesn't say shit. So then we have to restart it every single time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, now
I'm an asshole.
We're back to the working intro.
It got to be such a problem. It actually killed a bit that I did out of like jokiness of like, oh, I'll just restart the show, until one time it restarted 5 times and we lost like 3 people every time we did the restart.
Fucking rip.
We're fucking rip. We're here to
We
talk
did
about
it.
Dokkan Battle.
Oh no.
It's been a bit, but that's okay, because we're going to talk about everyone's favorite version, the only version of the game, Global. Zenra, what's been going on in Global? You play Global.
I don't. And I forgot what you told me was going on Global. Hang on. Ultra Instinct is here now.
Yeah. Well,
No,
let's start
Dokkan
with,
someday.
let's do the actual positive stuff, I guess. Yeah, there was a Christmas banner for...
Yeah, there's a
Global.
Christmas banner. It's pretty wild. You get a lot of these tickets, and I think every 5 tickets is a guaranteed SSR, and they're actually good SSRs.
Yeah, as opposed to the fucking mess in Japan. That was like, here, have our pan. I know you like that.
Well, that was yeah. You're talking about the anniversary tickets or whatever.
Yeah, the fuck you anniversary.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't
at
that
least
every
that
anniversary?
was true to form, though, because you play that anniversary and you're like, yeah, this is a good summary of my time on this game. R Pan and fucking SR Goten.
Yep, just a non-stop struggle to get anything good. And even when you got an SSR, it was trash.
Yeah, it was a shitty one.
Yeah.
Or you can just be like Wokey and Bob everything you get now.
Yeah, I just straight up sending everything to Baba now. But if this type of thing was on Japan, it'd be less bobbying, because I don't have Ultra Instinct Goku. I don't have the new Int Gogeta. I don't even fucking have the physical Vegito Blue.
Damn, he's gonna like a free banner.
Join.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
he
on-
can.
Want to do.
Just
He's
get
on-
him in here. Get him in here. I like his measured voice of reason, and he knows he plays global, so that would be
Oh.
extremely helpful.
All right, he's coming.
Yay!
All right, everyone. An actual global guy will be here, so no one will get angry at us.
Someone who actually
Yeah,
plays the game.
I was about to say, we were about to get so many fucking comments like, it would be great if you actually acted like you cared about global, which, to be fair, I don't. But we're trying.
Wait, we're supposed to care about this game?
Zen,
The comments.
I didn't
area.
get that memo.
let me tell you something. Global players are the most calm players in Dokkan Battle.
That's true, I believe.
Look at Cornell. Look at that man, and you tell me that anything besides a comment about Vegeta will set that man off.
I think he's even unfazed by the Vegeta comments at this point.
Yeah, just like Vegeta, he's just kind of accepted the role. That's right. And now Cornell is with us. Say hello, Cornell.
The guy with the expertise.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello. Our resident global player here to save us from everything. We're talking about the Christmas banner that just was released.
It's really, really good. It's probably the best banner Global's had to date.
Can you explain it a little bit more? Because none of us here play global.
Sure, it's one summon for one. Good job. All right.
We got the only global player in the world right here, ladies and gentlemen.
You literally came in like the fucking Christmas miracle.
That's what
We
I tried to
were
do.
all floundering around and we heard sleigh bells and we were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So
here.
it's very similar to last year's, actually. For the people that remember that, it's 5 stones for one character and those candy cane things you get. Then 15 stones for 3 characters and Roshi, which is the same as like an Elder Kai. And then 30 stones for 7 cards and tickets. And you get tickets with each one. So you end up with 5 tickets per round, which allows you to do a GSSR summon. So you end up with, every round costs 45 stones basically. You end up with 16 cards. One of them is a guaranteed SSR, the candy canes, and the Roshi for 45 stones. You can do that 3 times. So it calculates out to about 7.5 SSRs per 150 stone investment, which I think is better than anything we've ever had
I would say
in
that
global before.
I would
It's
include.
better than not getting any SSRs.
It's true.
Right, and the featured characters are actually really good on top of that. So, you're basically getting better than the rates of like a Rising Dragon banner, but with Dokkan Fest cards instead of trash cards.
I'll also say it's better than any banner that's been on Japan as well.
Yeah, it kind of seems like the best banner ever.
Yeah, it's a real good banner.
Yeah.
Unless
So,
you ask my Discord, who are a bunch of pessimistic motherfuckers who are like, it's not even that great. I'm like, oh, fuck you guys.
You're all.
I mean,
You're all
the only thing I'll
15.
say is the only category lead on it is, UI Goku, and he's not, he hasn't, he's still an SSR only.
It's still basically
So-
a baby. Dokkan
Right.
Fest unit.
But it has, it has in Gogeta, it has the 2 Rose, Blue.
Yeah, Vegito Blue.
Vegito
the
Blue.
physical.
Yeah, it has a lot of really good cards, and it's not a big investment. So,
Also, one of the few banners that does not have Goku Black either. He's not on it,
Yeah.
right?
Fucking.
the biggest
Christmas
troll in
miracle.
this is, I don't know, Int Boo maybe.
Mm,
And he's a good card. He's just not, people just don't run him. So,
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's a real good banner, which, now let me ask you this, as someone who plays Global, do you think that they specifically held off on putting anything good on the previous banners, specifically just to save it for Christmas?
I mean, it's clear that's why, very similar to last year, where like Super Vegito got pulled off of Kaioken's banner. It's clear that VB got pulled off of the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks banner so he could be on the Christmas banner. Beyond that, I just think it's, I think the Gogeta Janemba banner was really just them trying to not screw over players, but force them to summon on both banners, right? Instead of, I'm sure they saw on the Japan side that everyone went to one banner on that, and they were like, well, we don't want that. We want, both banners to get summoned on. So
More money.
right, exactly. I mean, it's all, they want money, right?
Yeah.
So
There's nothing surprising about it, really, when you think about it. Like,
right, they overstack. I mean, in Japan, they just overstacked that banner.
Yeah,
and
because
they learned their lesson.
they decided to go with a theme in Japan, which is villains and heroes, and unless they start making good villains again, they just, I don't know what it was during that one brief period of time where they were just like, we know all the great villains, Super 17, we're going to make an Int Kid Buu that's not super great, Super Saiyan 3 Broly who's not on that banner, and then Janemba's like super underwhelming compared to like fucking Gogeta.
Right. Yeah. So
Remember,
That
guys,
was-
Gogeta and Janemba are going to be villains and heroes. Thanks, Ziha.
Another
So, yeah.
great
I
prediction.
mean, it doesn't
that was
really
great.
make
That
up.
was one of my favorite Twitter arguments ever.
all signs point to it, guys.
You would be blind not to see that this is what it's gonna be. That was the biggest helping of crow anyone's ever been fed, I think.
He loves to make bold predictions and then be boldly wrong later.
Edgy Super Vegito's trash.
Super
I
Vegeta's bad.
still have that gallery. albums.
Dude, I asked in Discord the other day if anybody had it because I wanted to post it when it was his birthday, but no one fucking replied to me.
I didn't see it. You should ask.
I didn't know who had
You
it.
know I keep everything.
He does keep everything.
Modcast once again sponsored by Zehal's Twitter.
Yeah, Zial's Twitter. You should really follow Zial. He has some great predictions for the future of Dokkan.
Sometimes
He
he
also-
retweets hentai.
Also,
Zehal's
retweets
like the
hentai,
Skip
yeah.
Bayless of Dokkan.
He also does
Wow.
the cool. He also
What an
makes the tier list and sometimes deletes the entire tier list. So if you wonder why it takes some time to get the tier list. out
Sometimes
there.
he works on it. Very rarely does he actually
Just-
make one.
Just go look at Mobile's tier list and take off the characters that aren't in global yet. That's the best strategy.
That's usually the best strategy, yeah. Unless you want to wait for a tier list, and don't. If you're waiting for a tier list, you're just there to fucking complain about why Pika isn't higher.
Can we just remember the time Zihao put Strength Pycon on a tier list instead of Gogeta?
That was caving into demand. People were so
The
heavy
night before me Monday.
Peer pressure.
I think he just
Peer
did that
pressure's
on
bad,
purpose.
kids. Don't get peer pressure into doing drugs or alcohol. And don't
Stay
get
in
peer
drugs,
pressure
don't
into
do
using
alcohol.
Pycon.
Exactly.
I haven't looked at a tier list in 2 years, probably. So,
Same, but
I
no.
recently
Uh,
called that pecan that's in global and only global optimal pecan because that's what I know.
I
him
love that
as.
you still call him Pecan, even though I give you shit for it every time you do it.
Pecan.
I gotta be me, man. If I'm not me, then what the fuck? am I doing
Otherworld
here?
Pecan Pie, baby.
So yeah, pecan. God damn it, what was my point? I called him optimal pecan because that's all I know him
Is your
as.
point that it's pronounced Pycon?
No, and then someone got me to task when I called him that. He's like, actually, he's not optimal, and I felt like going, yeah, no shit, that's his name. Oh well, let's deal with this other global thing, which we've been kind of. We talked about the good stuff. Now we have to talk about bad stuff because now LR. It's not even
Global.
bad stuff. It's more like stupid stuff.
it's
LRVB's
just-
here.
it's stupid Bandai stuff where they
Keep
don't.
here in air quotes.
He's to be released later, but we got at least 2 parts of him.
Frenzy died for this.
And this feels like an entirely like the problem, and this is maybe their biggest problem besides being blood sucking, greedy, huge corporation, is they just never communicate anything, right? So they post this announcement. It says announcing LR Vegito essentially, and then in a couple days he comes out and it's just an SSR, and you can't do anything except awaken him and buy a copy. So it just feels like if they laid out some sort of plan, like, oh, here he's coming this date, and then on this date we're going to release missions so that you can awaken him to true UR, and then on this date we'll release missions so you can awaken him to LR, and even if that's 2 months of time, which it really feels like it's going to be several months, that at least right? And you're not disappointed like everyone was the day he comes out and he's worthless.
And the worst thing is that we don't even have data on the LR version, so now people are still not sure if he'll actually be good or if he's either going to be extremely good for free-to-play or just another free-to-play LR.
Right.
Like, it all depends on that LR.
Right. Whether he's worth really investing in,
I don't think it's impossible for the card to live up to the hype regardless how he turns out. People are going to be disappointed no matter what happens.
If he's
if
anything
he's
other
not the
than
best card in the
completely
game,
broken,
people are going to be pissed. But
Yeah, and
not
then-
even the
that's
best
just
card in the
people.
game. He has to be the best card in the game by a big enough gap that every other card looks bad.
Yeah, but the only way they would have
And
been able to
JP
do that...
can't get him.
Well,
Yeah, if JP ever gets him, also they'll be mad. So
Yeah, at that point, we're shutting down the sub. Just fuck it. I don't want to deal with any of you anymore if that happens.
Oh,
One of these
JP
days.
gets him as a gotcha LR. That's really good.
I mean, that would be the actual funny move. That's the other thing is that, like, there was no winning move with LRVB, especially because the way they particularly handle the game, where a lot of the free-to-play units are just supposed to be, like, box trophies, and that's all they really are. Like, what the fuck is the name of that fusion of TN and Yamcha? Tiancha, yeah, like that's an example of what they consider free to play as. They're just like, unless there's like a super big event like with Bulma or the other unit that I'm currently forgetting, Goku Jr., most free to play units are barely worth even getting. They're just kind of units that exist and not actually
I don't know. Remember that faction on the sub that was like, dude, Bio Broly is actually optimal for like a really long time.
Wait,
No,
really? Was
I
there
don't
really?
remember that faction.
Yeah,
at
there
all.
were people. I always kept getting linked to subreddit posts of people saying Bio Broly is without a doubt optimal on tech teams.
Are those the
Yeah,
three
think
people who
maybe-
really
I
liked?
I think maybe they were linked to Dokkan Battle Community.
And to be fair, maybe those were all the people. Back then, fucking not even Super Saiyan 3 Broly was optimal on Extreme Tech.
Extreme Tech had a rough go of it, to be sure.
Yeah, it had very rocky beginnings, and then somehow Super Saiyan 3 Broly is the only good thing to come out of Extreme Tech, and it's not even on that damn team. But yeah, the Vegito Blue thing is just weird because I still feel like that was an event that whoever, like the 5 people who work on Global side that aren't Japanese said like, I know what will get people interested. Let's do an LR poll. Here's a bunch of interesting LRs, and then people picked the most uninteresting one. And then they went to the Japan side and they're like, by the way, they picked Vegito Blue, and they're like, what the fuck did you do?
We're not making that. You guys figure it out.
Vegito Blue? You put him on? Who was second place? Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Are you out of your fucking mind?
All right, but who was third place? Beerus?
We don't even want to use Beerus.
Have you seen Tech Beerus? We're not doing that again.
Like, I feel like if the LR that would have been, if people had just picked Roshi and Goku, like with the Kid Goku,
That would have
and
been
Kid
out in a
Krillin,
month.
that would have been out like a month later, fully done, and everyone would be like, "Oh, isn't
The
that
Metal
cool?"
Cooler Army LR would have been fucking instant.
We would have been here instantly.
That'd be sick,
Because there'd be no
dude.
expectation,
be so
right?
cool.
Yeah. It'd be like LR Bojack, where he'd be here and people would be like, well, it's cool that this is something Global has only, because at that point, no one on J, except for, like, for cool reasons, no one would really want those LRs, I would think. Unless they made them
Right.
insanely good, which we don't, I want to live in a perfect world where there's a Roshi, Kid Goku, and Kid Krillin and LR that is fucking amazing. But that's not the world we live
That's
in.
never going to happen.
No.
That might be a World Tournament LR at some point.
Fuck
Yeah, and then
me,
he'll be
please
Piccolo
no.
and Tien.
In a year after they cycle out Tien.
Yeah, Tien and his little brother.
By then the game will be closed down, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Not as
said
long
that
as they
about
make it
year
Super
1 and
episode.
year
Yeah, how many
2.
times have we said the game is going to shut down, and then it made $3 million releasing a card that wasn't even done?
I think
Every day.
since
Every
Modcast
time.
1.
Like, every major anniversary, like, oh, it's not going to make 1 year. Oh, it made 1 year. It's not going to make 2.
I mean, they can just forever keep increasing the number on leader skills and
Yeah.
pumping out new cards from Super, and they'll make money.
People who
And then
say
always
Dokkan are going to go away are similar to the people who kept saying that Mayweather was going to lose, and I've just, I've given up hope on that ever happening. I'm just like,
The only way it goes away is if the app gets so bloated that they just don't want it supported anymore, and they decide, not because it's not profitable, but they just simply decide they just want to start over from scratch.
yeah.
I could see that happening. Like, it will get to the point
It's
where
already
they
pretty
just-
fucking bloated.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
happened. I mean, I think that pretty much happened with Brave Frontier, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think they were losing money or anything. I think they were probably income was starting to go down, and their game had become such a cluster. They just decided to kill it and start over.
Did they kill it?
Yeah,
It's not
Brave Frontier's
dead.
it's closing down for Brave Frontier 2.
Yeah, they're
Ah.
making a BF2 now, but the game's still going. They're still updating it. I just don't think they're probably not making much off of it anymore.
Can you
Now
transfer
that-
your save to Brave Frontier 2? Do you
Oh,
get,
almost
like,
certainly not, I am sure.
I
You
would imagine
cannot.
so.
They've said you can't, but there'll be like certain. You can transfer. I don't think you can transfer things, but you'll get some sort of bonus, something if
It
you
will not be
play.
remotely equivalent to the amount of
No.
money that you
Oh,
put
no, no.
in.
I mean, no.
You get 1 summoning crystal for every $500.
You'll get $50 in in-game currency if you invested $10,000 in the previous game.
Shit. I wish it was
Yeah.
back to the old style games where you could just move over your save file and, like, I don't know, you get some data in there. The other people
Right.
remember your name. Something cool like that, but it's just not.
When you go to put your name in, it's already in. That's all it's carried over.
Exactly. The sweet lore stuff gets carried over.
Yeah, it's kind of funny seeing talking about that topic when I'm playing Ratchet and Clank because they used to do that all the time.
Yeah, that is something that games used to do, but you can't really do them with gacha games because in theory, all your money is gone the second that you put money into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I don't know how you would go about like doing anything like that for Dokkan, right? Like, what are you going to transfer over?
You get the transfer
medals?
over Agility Super Saiyan Goku with the bad art.
What voice is that? Like, what?
I don't know.
You're doing
Is
like
that
an old
supposed- who are
gypsy
you
woman
making
who's
fun
ready
of?
to
Yeah,
curse.
That
You
was
like
bizarre.
to buy handbag I have on the street?
You're like the fucking Baba Yaga in your chicken house, just trolling people playing gacha games. Yeah, I think that's basically Global though. Like, Global had a weird time where it was on fire and everyone was angry and everyone was obsessed, and then
Well,
Christmas
that's the
came out
global
and nobody
cycle,
cares.
though. I mean, that's what's going to happen. See, everyone was
That's the
pissed off and
cycle.
angry, and now everyone's talking about how global is the greatest thing, and JP is just the worst, and global is just this heavenly gift. And then in like a month, global's going to be a shithole that everyone hates again, and that's just what's going to happen.
Well,
There's
of course
no
it is,
in-between.
because JP's
Yeah.
going to get a 3rd-year anniversary in a month, and so
Mhm.
all people will do is bitch about how they're getting all this stuff that we're not getting because it's their 3rd anniversary.
Even though when the one time where we got shit at the same time, Global was still angry because
They
they had
got
a fucking
fucked 'cause it was
2B release.
2B release.
Yeah, you don't want to get the stuff at the same time.
No. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't understand
people
that argument.
say
Like,
that.
why?
People say that they want the game to catch up, but I really don't think they do. Because, like, they complain about how, like, global...
There.
Oh,
They
I
complain
love it.
how, like, global goes in, like, droughts and whatnot without realizing that Japan also goes in droughts, and if they don't know what's ahead, they're just gonna get bombarded with fucking banners. Like, I saw a post on the sub saying, oh, does Bandai think we're made of dragon stones with so many banners that are coming out? It's like, yeah, that's exactly what it's like on Japan as well. So if
Except
you want
you-
the games to catch up to each other, that's gonna be a problem. You're gonna blow...
It's
Like
gonna be
happened with
even worse
Kaioken,
because you're gonna have to
isn't
go like speed through.
Was that what happened when, on Japan, when Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken came out? Then, like, the banner, like, 2 weeks later was so much better or something.
Well, no, okay, so Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks came out, the tech one,
Yeah.
and he was out for 3 days, and then Super
Yeah.
Saiyan Blue Kaioken came out.
Yeah, exactly.
they were
They
up at the
literally
same
ran
time.
concurrently.
Yeah, they were up at the same time, and people were fucking pissed. Because
And, like-
Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken had just come out in Super, and so everyone was super hype on it, because it was really exciting when it came out. And they put it in Dokkan, like, immediately everyone was so mad. Was
Yeah,
so
And that was-
mad.
And that was back when we were pretty used to one Dokkan Fest a month and actual content that wasn't Dokkan Fest between that. And that's sort of the point where they were like, nope, it's just going to be constant Dokkan Fest.
Yeah, that's kind of like right around the point where it switched around. Because at first it was like one a month, and then that was like right when they started doing the lead that you wanted, and then the quote unquote demigod that you wanted, and then
Right.
and then after that era, they were just like shitting Dokkan Fests at you constantly.
And that's been pretty much the pattern since then, because
And
that's the only
that's
way
the
they can
thing.
make money now.
It's
like
like, if you want global to catch up to Japan, this is what you're gonna have to deal with.
Well, see, it's a management problem because the reason they don't make money on anything else is because the cards that aren't Dokkan Fest cards just aren't anywhere near as good.
Trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, because the Dokkan Fest cards aren't only the best leaders, they're the best everything. Every
Yeah.
team is made of Dokkan Fest cards, so why would you pull in anything? And that's why they put LRs, and they don't put them in Dokkan Fest banners, because people want them, so they have to pull on these crappy banners to get them.
They had a decent idea with the support banners, but now we're in a category meta and just doesn't work.
No.
Well, yeah,
We
all
don't
those
have
cards aren't
category
even good anymore.
supports. Yeah, those cards are bad now
Yeah.
because you're not running like
And
a
they're still
super agility
exclusive.
team.
That's the shit that kills me, is what they keep exclusive. Like, those supports, you can't even use them anymore on a category team, and they're still exclusive. Shit like the old Dokkan, like Tech Cell is still an exclusive card.
yeah.
Yeah, they should release. They could release that Tech Cell as a free-to-play card, which they kind of do with the Redstone,
The
and
Redstone, yeah.
no one would care.
Yeah, I
Everyone
took
could-
him just to have him, just cause. Well, okay. To be fair, Extreme Z Awakening is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's
but
a good
what-
idea.
Yeah, awesome until bloody 2 months later they release a card that shits all over Goku.
Yeah, but you have a 0.1% chance of. It's an average of $4,000 to get it. So who gives a shit?
You're right. At least it's an LR and not.
Yeah, it's a fucking. It's not like it's another.
bullshit.
If it was another Dokkan Fest, I'd be pissed off. But it's an LR, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
LRs
you're right.
basically aren't real.
I mean,
yeah,
they're
they might as
making
well
a-
not exist.
They're
It's-
making a
it's
card
still-
that they've given away copies of for free. One of the best cards in the game.
Yeah,
Not to mention the
3
fact that
copies
you've
of it so
probably
far, you
summoned
could've
him somewhere along the way.
Mm-hmm. Trust
It's
me.
still
I
a bit
have.
of a slap in the face though, that like you release this really hype mode, and because you know there are people who are going to chase it, like you know that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
like-
but I think that's vastly the majority of people, or the
Yeah.
minority of people. Sorry.
It's still a bit of a slap in the face that you release this mode and bring back an old classic card that people loved and want to use, and then all of a sudden he's just fucking murked by
Yeah,
this
I
new
mean,
LR card.
it-
It's a bit
it
of a slap in the
sucks.
face.
But it's such a 1% problem that I
Yeah,
don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, like that cancels each other out.
It like the same thing happened to Broly, but Broly was on a featured banner, so it was worse for Broly.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Broly was already dead. There may as well not have
And-
been a Broly card.
And
Yeah, I
LR
mean, he
Broly
was-
is literally the same card, but better. It's STR, everything.
Mm.
Yeah, it was basically a 100% replacement. It feels
Yeah.
like they
I mean-
just kind of went back.
Broly
It
was
feels like
getting-
they designed him to be, like back when people theorized that LRs were going to be Dokkan Fest cards, awakened to the next level. It feels
Yeah.
like that's what they designed Broly as, and they were like, wait a minute, I have an idea. What
I
if we
saw
release
something.
it at 0.03% rates?
What were we gonna say
I
for now?
Oh, I was just agreeing with Zen. I didn't have anything interesting to add. Sorry.
Go ahead, man.
I was just saying, I saw something. I don't know how true it was. It was someone doing maths on the sub. I don't tend to believe anyone's
'Cause
math
that
on the
always
sub
goes
or
well.
man or lolly. Yeah, but I saw something that apparently, even if Broly with his Extreme Z Awakening gets like 200 or 300% attack increase, it still won't be enough to beat out LR Broly. LR Broly will
Broly's
still be
fucking
better than
ridiculous,
him.
dude.
Like apparently it's something ridiculous like that. Not even like 300%
But see,
would make him better than Broly.
Again,
LR
even with
Broly.
the LR, with it being an LR, I think that's okay. I think him being a really good substitute if you don't have the LR for a card that's like 2.5 years old isn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
think
I'm okay
making
with
him
that.
making him a viable world tournament unit again would just be good enough, right?
Especially
after-
since the only world
shouldn't
tournament
be
cards are
getting
like
Dumped on
LRs
by a
and the-
free card right now.
the theoretical Reddits and
Me
The
using
LRs.
Aurelia when I feel like doing the world tournament. Those are the 3 world tournament units. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird how they do these. You know, it's exciting. The Streamers the Awakens are most definitely exciting to bring life back into old cards, but just the way the game works, they're gonna get replaced within a fucking month or something stupid like that. And
as long as
it's
they're
unfortunate.
good on TUR standards, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the LRs are freaking weird already. I always feel like once the card is LR, there's no reason to release any other version of it. So this was basically like the card and call for Super Saiyan 3 Gokus in the future. There will be no more. They're dead. They killed it
That's
with
kind of
this-
true, actually.
There's one of each type, isn't there? Or are we still missing an int
No.
one?
An int one for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We don't have an int one.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
When Battle of the Gods, Dokkan Fest, and Beerus gets
Also,
to be awake again.
technically, we don't have one because he's an angel.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Physical one is also an angel, I believe.
isn't doesn't one of the ones that oh no, that's an angel as well.
Yeah,
The
'cause
Super Saiyan 2 Goku that Dokkans into the Super Saiyan 3 as like the side Dokkan card you can get.
Yeah, that's an angel.
That's yeah. Okay,
Freaking
then yeah, I
angel
guess. Oh well, no. LR. Oh, LR isn't. Are we counting the LR card?
Yeah,
That's not an
we
angel.
have Tech, STR, and Agility.
It's not an angel.
So we're missing an intelligent and a physical Super Saiyan 3
Yeah.
Goku.
That aren't angels, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, there's no reason to release them anymore, because
Yeah, you're
all
right.
you'll do is like make people more. People are probably already angry if they pull like STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You're just gonna make them angrier if they
I know I am when I get
Yeah,
him.
I remember when he first came out. So good.
Yeah.
I remember when he first
I
came
mean, I
out and you
re-rolled
could sell
him.
an account with him on it for $25, and he was the only one on it.
Damn.
That's back because you had 1% rates.
Yep,
And
it's
Yeah,
good times.
he was the best card in the game.
Back before
I remember.
fucking
That
Ramsey
was like-
conquered the West and completely killed the
Seriously,
the marketplace.
made manual re-rolling and
God, I remember
Ancient
when
relic.
when we used to have that trade thread that Violet and I would watch, and I would moderate it and go through and make sure people were being all right. Some dude sold an account with the STR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and this was like when they came out, so like ROF
they
days,
were
for like $200.
They were so hyped back then. I mean, that's why I
They weren't even
re-rolled.
good then.
I wasted every stone I had chasing like the strength Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And I was like, well, I'm an idiot. And I had learned a lot from that experience.
Vegeta.
So I re-rolled.
When I played Dokkan, that's the one card. He's still the one card I have never ever pulled in Dokkan. After like
Vegeta?
2 years. Yeah, the Super Saiyan Blue one. I have never pulled him.
You can have fucking
the-
mine. I've had like 5 of them.
Even
I mean, I
with,
don't-
like,
I don't
thousands
play
of
anymore after I
stones.
didn't get fucking Super Saiyan 3 Bardock over 1,000 stones.
That didn't stop
I'm like-
Valley. He
That
kept
fucking
going.
stopped me, though.
He got one.
It stopped you.
After 900 stones to get Toa, and then over 1,000 and I didn't get Bardock.
That was Dokkan's basic version of hearing like, I heard you were talking shit, Mayo. Happy pulling.
I'm like, fuck your game, man. I went through all that effort to recover my Japan account. And I'm like, fuck this game, I quit again.
Oh yeah, you recovered an account that still had duped stones on it, and then you
Yeah.
got completely fucked by the banner.
Do you think
So
why?
none
I
of it
took all
They
the-
knew.
Do you think that this is one time where the devs actually looked at our site? They're like, "Oh man, we could seed this dude to make it fucking impossible because fuck this guy and his account."
I had a seed, man, that was rigged.
It's a rigged race.
Ben!
Hard to blame them if they rigged your rates.
Yeah. See, that would be something I would be down for if they just started rigging rates of fucking people who still had dupe accounts.
If they
So-
gave me back my dupe account, they can rig that shit all to hell.
What if they did unpatch duping, but your rates got rigged to like 0.1 for an SSR?
So,
I'd
I
take
would
it.
do
still
it.
do it. Are you kidding me? Like 200,000 stones, you'll get it eventually.
but after the 10 multi where it's just been one SSR and the rest have been ours, you'll see like, damn it, Bandai, you fucking played me again.
Played like a darn fiddle.
Fit up!
Oh man. And also we already have been talking into JP, but I guess now that we finished kind of talking about Super Saiyan 3 Goku, let's talk about the guy he basically fucking shat on, which is Tapion? Is that how his Zen, you're the official fucking lore master on DBZ names. How do you say this guy's
It's
name?
Tapion.
Is it like Topis?
It's literally the word tape, and then he's like an Eevee evolution, but he's made of tape.
Tape on.
Tapion.
Tapion.
Tapion. Okay. We have Tapion now, and people were thinking like, oh, this is going to be the dude who's going to be like the movie lead because we've been waiting for him, I guess, because there's big fans of that movie.
Z-How's Twitter.
Yeah, Z-Hall was like, yep, 100% confirmed movie.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed movie. Put it on the fucking dot. Bury me
Movie
in...
heroes and villains, actually, I believe is what he said.
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
Tapion will be the hero
Yeah.
lead, and Harudegarn will be the villain lead.
That's correct.
And of course,
Oh my
he-
god, seriously?
I don't know if that's serious, but it's really funny.
I believe Godel. But anyway, yeah, he came out and was like fucking the giant lead, which is maybe the most slap in the face to Tapion.
And he
that
couldn't
you
be.
could give.
They couldn't pick a worse lead for Giants because he has zero synergy with any Saiyans, which is 75% of that category and
Yeah.
all the relevant cards in that category. Not that there's very many relevant cards,
No,
but
there isn't.
Okay, it is kind of fun. Like, I'll say it's kind of fun. To just,
yeah,
like,
I
go
could see it
ape
being
forever. Okay, so remember, like, back when Buhan first came out and everyone was, like, jacking it to how you can never die, but fights are, like, 3.5 hours long? It's
Yeah.
it's that, basically. Like, you're literally invincible,
Buhan.
but it takes forever, so it's not fun.
It's like the world's longest, like, slow... It's like the fight from They Live, where it's just, like, 10 minutes long, and it's two dudes punching
You
each other.
remember the end of Doctor Strange where he keeps getting killed by Dormammu over and over again, but then he resets time? It's like that.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly. So that's basically what it's like to play Ape.
Bandai,
Yeah.
I've come to bargain.
Yeah, exactly.
Bandai!
thank you.
No problem, Cody. Anything for you, mate.
Yeah. And the card, I guess, the card himself, like the one that's like Hydrogen or whatever, Hydrogeddon. Yeah, the one with Hydrogeddon
Hashi.
inside of him.
Wait, you trying to say Harudegan?
Hydrogeddon? Yeah, him. That card came out. And
The water
Zen-
dragon.
Yeah, the water dragon. You're the only one that has him, Zen. Is he good?
No, but kind of. So he's got really good multipliers, but the condition to get them is ridiculously like impossible to do in modern Dokkan, so he's not good. But when you play Bonding H2O and summon Water Dragon, he's pretty good. But when
Alright,
he's just Hydrogeddon, he's not good.
That's understandable.
But you gotta play the draw 4 first, right?
Yeah, you have to get your other Hydrogeddons in by attacking like tiny, like weak red ribbon soldiers. So then
Right,
you get
right.
a
To
second
summon your other
Hydrogeddon.
Hydrogeddons.
Yeah. And then you can summon your Oxydragon, better known as Exageddon, known as Tapion's brother. And then
Fun fact, for those of you wondering where this tangent is going, Twitch has been marathoning Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
I
I've
thought that's
never
what
seen
this
it.
was. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was
wait a minute,
very
this isn't
confused.
Dokkan at all.
I was
Those
I didn't
are
even know
Bastion Misawa's
I was
cards
just-
from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I
GX.
recognized it was Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was like, oh yeah, stupid card game joke. Here we go.
that. It's not even the
I like
GX
how he
joke.
recognized that it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was like, alright, all I've got is Uno. I'm going in.
I don't know any
Reverse.
other card games.
But yeah, in terms of here's the fun thing is that eventually like all the LRs are just basic copies of what the other leads were. That means eventually they're gonna have to make an LR ape lead. And I don't know what the fuck they're gonna have to do to make an LR ape lead like actually fun and good. Or who gets to be the LR ape? Who's the one LR ape that's still not out? It's
King
Kid
Vegeta.
Gohan. King Vegeta? Did King Vegeta is fucking canon? Did he ever go ape?
I don't know if it's canon,
I
but I
don't
mean,
think they ever
He
went.
did
had a
not
tail.
have it.
They never went. They were never ape, but I'm pretty sure we can say it's canon because they all have tails. So like.
Well, I mean, Bardock's team went ape. On screen.
All right, fair enough.
but like Raditz never did, Nappa never did.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So I could either see the LR being literally just LR giant monkeys, where it's just all it's all the Saiyans in one giant ass card, and King Vegeta's
Just all of the apes.
yeah, just
Could
all
be
of
Team
them.
Bardock. I mean, you could do a Team Bardock.
You could do,
I
yeah,
think that was one of the ones on the vote, wasn't it?
I believe
There was
so.
a Team Bardock was, but it wasn't like a. I mean, it didn't show him as like ape form. It was just them.
I hope it's Kid Gohan. I hope it's the image of Kid Gohan falling on Vegeta after his tail gets cut off.
I wanted it to be. I wanted them to make an LR ape Vegeta and make it so that when he goes de-ape, it's Yajirobe cutting off his tail. So like he's able to go. It would make no sense because he'd be able to go ape multiple times, but every single time like Yajirobe would come in and fucking.
Well,
cut
actually,
the tail
you
off.
can't go ape multiple times unless you have the Tapion leader.
Really? No, but there's Bardock's crew has +2 ape.
Do they?
Yeah,
I thought you could only transform per character once per battle.
not anymore. Those dudes have been able to go ape twice for a while.
I did not know that. I thought it was always one.
That's because nobody cares about apes.
That's true. Yeah, nobody knows anything about it.
I was the only one going like, oh my god, Ape Kid Goku can go ape twice. Isn't hype, everyone? And everyone was like, what the
Question
fuck
mark.
are you talking about? Because I'm the only one that cares about Ape Kid Goku. He should
I've
be.
always
It's
like-
okay, we care.
I've always liked the ape mechanic. It's just so RNG
Terrible?
based that you can't really. Yeah.
The cards suck. Which doesn't help either.
And
Right, and
The
all-
problem is it doesn't even like it erases all of like your potential system buffs and stuff. All you
I
get out
think
of it
they
is super attack level.
fixed that. I think someone said they fixed that finally.
But you still
I
can't
don't
crit.
know if it did. I
right?
don't think they
Oh,
did.
really?
Yeah.
You still can't crit. You still won't get additionals. I don't think they fixed it yet.
If
Well-
Ape,
People were complaining about
Then
it on
they're
my Twitter feed
useless.
just the other day. Yeah, they're pretty bad.
yeah, if Ape could do that, then they'd be maybe slightly better. But just the fact that you lose potential system, you lose linking skills, you like lose so much by going Ape. Like Ape is the thing that you accidentally go in the world tournament, and you're like, God damn it, this messed up my fucking rotation.
Yeah, pretty
Now
much.
that I run pure agility Vegeta, that is so frustrating. Because like one of his best linking partners is Ape Vegeta, and Ape Vegeta just keeps going Ape in the world tournament. I'm like, God damn it, please stop. This
Yeah,
ruins
that's
everything.
an extra 5 minutes onto the battle.
I know
Yeah.
exactly.
It's so
Because he doesn't
bad.
kill anyone, right? So it's
Never.
just 2 turns of nothing happening.
There should be just an automatic skip button. It's just like, you don't want to deal with this, right? We don't want to deal with this. Let's just assume this is over and no damage was done to either side.
Skip to 2 turns ahead of now.
Yeah, exactly, and nothing will have changed. So yeah, now that Tapion, and then also Tech Tapion is really good as well, right? The one that's just
He's
him by
not
himself.
really good, but he's good.
I mean, he's
He's probably better than the AGL one.
yeah. I mean, real good in the sense of like,
Is
He's-
usable on
yeah,
a current
is
team
usable.
without making yourself feel like an idiot.
yeah. That's the main thing you can hope for cards that are like not even a Dokkan Fest unit technically.
He got correct me if I'm wrong here. He got like crit passives.
Yeah, he got the same
Automatically?
thing as LR Trunks.
Okay.
The crit passive,
He has like 4 passives. He's like Kefla. He has like every passive in the game.
but just not
He has-
super good
Just
at
not
any
good.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like 80% attack and defense, and he's an orb changer, and his super lowers enemy attack, and he has a passive crit built in.
Is it bad that I looked at that tech Tapion and was like, oh man, a good free to play card, that's nice. And then I saw he was banner, I was like,
No,
alright,
it's not. Yeah.
fucking figures, they couldn't even give us this one.
But
Go
don't
ahead,
worry,
Kano.
you can pull 78 copies of Tapion's shitty brother.
Oh, I'll use that SR gladly. Like, that's my entire team's been looking for, the perfect int SR card that looked like a Chrono Trigger dude.
You mean Child Link?
Yeah, whichever one. What were you gonna say, Gonell? Do you
What?
remember? You were gonna say something and then we cut you off.
Oh, no, I don't remember now.
Alright then. Let's move on to what else is fucking happening in JP. Oh yeah, Broly's getting an Extreme Awakening now.
Oh yeah, so we already talked about how he's not going to be as good as LR Broly anyway. But it should be exciting for people who don't have LR Broly to want to use him.
And who don't have a good AoE as well.
Yeah, I mean everyone has Raditz, but also Raditz can suck me, so
Yeah, Raditz ended up being...
fuck Raditz, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Every
Raditz
time,
feels like everyone was
you post
trying.
the unit, and everyone's like, well, actually, if you spend 7 weeks getting Raditz to 100% in the dupe system, you can only have to use 3 attack boosting items, and then he can kill 1 round of 30x. So you should use Raditz. I'm like, fuck off with Raditz.
70 weeks or 7 weeks. It was what it felt like just to do the old orb system. Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the new orb system is great. I don't know if we talked about that. That thing's
No, we
great.
haven't. We should mention, because that's actually something that was actually really
It's
good.
like
That's
the best quality of life upgrade I've ever gotten in a video game before.
Yeah, after
Wish
dealing
that was
with...
there when we duped.
Yeah, if only when you actually did an entire character.
Yeah,
If,
that shit was awful.
Of course, it's only so great because it was such a bad system before.
Well, yeah, that's true. But at least they fixed it, right? Like,
Yeah,
Eventually.
after a year.
Hey man,
That's
we
what
still only
Bandai's
have 4
good at.
item
Make something
slots.
terrible, fix it later.
we do only have 4 item slots still.
There's so much shit in the game where they're just like, I don't know, we're not fixing it because we have to make LR Wolf with a knife so everyone can go pull him.
I mean, I will. I
Well,
will
you know, it's
reroll
funny
for
because-
LR Wolf with a knife.
We
I mean,
have
he's
4 item
honestly the
slots.
greatest. He would be the greatest LR ever if that fucking wolf knife was just in the game. Go ahead, Zen, before I got on the stage.
So we have 4 item slots, but we still need a total of like 1.
Yeah, that's why they've never given us 6 is because
Except for in Super Battle Road, where it actually would be maybe helpful for people who don't have the greatest teams in there to maybe have a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
they
more
want
item
you to
slots.
lose that and then pull
You
the
don't
greatest,
have the greatest team. You're just not gonna beat it.
I know, but still, fuck. It's been.
it would actually be
long?
cool if for Super Battle Road only you got 6. I think it would make that
that'd be-
interesting. Would add a different twist to that.
For
You
stuff
think
they
they'll ever add a mode where you can just try out characters for no stamina? I know that's
Nope.
one
No.
everyone wants, but probably never.
Like
Dude.
a dummy? Like a test dummy?
Yeah.
I think that's just called Boss Rush, where everyone's
Yeah,
deleted themselves.
It's
in the
now
thinking-
Boss Rush.
Yeah, it's just.
Well,
Boss
I
Rush.
just meant like where you could try out like any unit in the
where
game.
you could pick units you didn't have. Not a chance.
Oh, no. No.
Exvius does that with when they release new units. They have a little stage that you can pick the unit as a friend. It will always be there, and you can try him out.
I
mean,
did
just
not
have-
know that,
just
but
have it in
again, I
there.
don't know if that's in global.
That'd be nice. but
They just started it in global. It's only for some events. Like for this
Yeah.
upcoming event, it'll probably be there. For
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the-
only for certain. It's only for certain units, but it'll let you just. Yeah, it'll always have a friend there. It'll be pretty well equipped. You
When
start
is
with your
the
you start with
next
your limit
event?
break, and you can just let you try the unit out. You can just do combos with him.
well, we're
So I
also-
looked up that
yeah.
wolf while you guys were talking about Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Wolf with a
Uh,
knife.
Wolf with knife. His full name and title is Full Moon of Resentment, the Male Wolf.
Yeah, because he's
the
the.
male wolf.
The male
Is there
wolf.
a female
Well,
coming?
No, well,
Apparently.
the joke is that in the original DB, it was a man who because he was a werewolf, but then when Jackie Chun blew up the moon, he was
Oh, he
stuck
couldn't turn back.
he
That's
couldn't
right.
turn back, so he joined the World Tournament specifically to kill Jackie Chun.
With his knife
Yeah, with his knife. That's why he has a fucking knife. He was gonna fucking stab
and
Master
his super
Roshi.
attack.
How
His
many
super attack is called
moons does
Slash.
that world have?
Just
Two.
the one.
The funny thing is that the way they got him back to human was I think Krillin flashed his ass at him and then he
It
turned
was his
back.
head. It
Just-
was his
oh,
bald
it's
ass head.
There you go. That
Yeah.
makes more sense. Not to say that there's plenty of
Flashed his
situations-
ass.
I mean, the full
That
moon.
sounds like a Dragon Ball joke, honestly.
It is. I mean, there's enough times where Krillin has flashed his ass at DB. I
Walkie,
think.
please.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
Kid
word.
Trunks mooned Broly in Bio Broly.
Yeah. I mean, there's
No,
plenty...
it was Second Coming. But yeah, he definitely and he pissed on Broly's face.
Yeah, that's the best thing about that movie.
I forgot that happened until just now.
When's that essay? But yeah, and then when he turned back human, he was fucking ugly, and then he was like, "I'm so happy, I'm human again." And Master Roshi was just like, "He should have fucking stayed a wolf. He looked better as like a wolf with a knife." He's actually been a card. Funny enough, when I did that long list of like cards that will never be in here, he was on it as well as B-Pan, and a bunch of other cards that have since been released. The only card still not released from that list is Fire Kid Goku.
Fireman Kid Goku.
Fireman Kid Goku, the last card Dokkan has to release before my stupid joke list becomes true. And the
That'll be a
apocalypse
reward in
happens.
Dokkan Battle 2 if you spent at least $13,000. I don't know why I chose that number. In Dokkan 1.
You get Fireman
get
Kid Goku. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. I'd like Fireman Kid Goku.
Would spend 13 grand for him.
I mean, yeah, why not? I don't need money anymore. This is a construct that does not apply to me. I'll
Societal
live-
construct.
I'll live my life as the hobo Dokkan player.
You still need money for Persona, though.
Ah, shit. All right, joke's off. I won't do it.
Hey, remember when they said
Toaster
anything
talked
about
you out
these-
of your completely realistic plan.
My
I
realistic
talked
plan
you
which
out of
was
it. That's how you know.
to get into
There's an
huge
issue.
debt and then live my life as a runaway hobo who plays Dokkan Battle, who's able to still upload. My upload will still be better than Alex because I'll be able to find places that have good Wi-Fi.
He goes to the gym now to upload,
Yeah, because his fucking home upload speeds are terrible.
and he
That's-
brings 2 phones with him.
That's sad. He's basically the already basically hobo Dokkan player. Fucking goes town to town, leaving hobo marks to say good Wi-Fi.
He is such a good person.
He is. Today's episode sponsored also by Alex the Gaming Club. Check out his stuff.
I've
Uh,
PM'd him
Watch his
so much
videos
lately just
where he
about
raps
Rose.
about Bandai.
Yeah, check all that good stuff out. I don't know if there's anything else. Does anyone else have like some before we get into Christmas? Because we're all good. The time will pass by the time this is released, and hopefully this will be out before Christmas. Do you got anything else that you would like to see in Dokkan?
That I would
Just,
like.
The game dead.
All right, Toaster wants Game Dead. Konal, what do
I
you
would
want?
like to see
Oh, wait.
that bullshit thing that JX is talking about. That's totally fucking bullshit. I would like it to be real.
Oh yeah, the
What is he saying?
The pick your own LR, the guaranteed
Oh.
LR ticket.
Mhm.
People are
Total
believing
bullshit.
that.
It's not happening. Yeah, but
It'd be too nice.
You heard it here first, folks. When it happens, abuse Zenrod at Zenrodo on Twitter. He
That's
said
fine,
it didn't
that's
happen
fine.
and it was impossible.
dude, if it happens, I will eat as much crow as need be because I would be so happy if that should happen.
Send Zenrod shitty gifts of your favorite LR when the ticket is released.
Yeah, please send me shitty pixelated gifs of whatever LR you're happy that you got from it.
The GIF has to skip like every 5 seconds. It has to look like someone fucking recorded this off a VHS tape somehow. Like you-
Man, I remember VHS.
yeah.
I'm
Con-
surprised you do it. You're like 10.
Yeah, I think VHS was dead by the time you were born.
I,
I mean,
don't think
he's-
it was. I've watched a few VHSs. I also remember having to use a VCR to play my PS2. Gotta switch to channel 3.
All right.
Good times.
Sounds legit to me. Konal, is there anything in the game you would want to see?
Oh god, isn't it obvious? I need a Super Saiyan God Vegeta Dokkan Fest, and he needs to be agility.
Spoilers,
Obviously.
banned from the subreddit.
Spoiled the manga.
Fucking
I didn't
spoiled the
spoil
manga that
anything.
no one's reading.
Yeah. Didn't spoil anything. This is the Wish unit only.
Zahal reads it. Pretty sure.
Yeah, obviously. No, actually, I want, like, in all seriousness,
Obviously.
I want
It's
a.
not that bad.
You know,
I want a
okay.
Vegeta card that's a pure-blooded Saiyan leader. I think that would be
That
cool.
would be so
From
fucking broken.
from
In the
yes.
best way. I think it would be awesome, but it would be
Yeah.
so overpowered.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten to the point, and I would like. Sorry, I'm asking for a lot of stuff now. I'd like
No, go
good
ahead.
Saiyan
Almost everything.
Saga cards, like Saiyan and Frieza Saga cards, because those are the best sagas, and all the cards from them are ass.
Well,
I just
but
feel
Kid
like-
Pokemon and the Namek Vegeta used to be good. They're just ass now.
Right? Yeah.
I just have this mental image of Colonel sitting on like some guy from Bandai dressed up as Santa sitting on his lap asking for all these fucking things.
All Vegeta stuff. Just make Vegeta great.
Now I
again.
just thought of something I would want to see. 'Cause of
God
that
Great
damn it,
idea.
idea.
Yes, it'd be great a first time for that to happen.
Damn it.
Oh.
Because of that idea, I want to see like an LR Super Saiyan Goku, but it's of when he's firing his last blast at Frieza.
Man, would there be anything
Fool!
in Dokkan you'd like
That
to
was
see
the
the man?
worst impression of Goku I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's better than Shadow Shuttles now.
Oh god, the fucking fire is coming now.
Damn.
Actually, Mayo, did in Australia, did your dub of it be in like Australian? So
please tell me there's an Australian voice actor for Goku. I
No,
need to
there's
hear him.
not.
Oh,
We
I
got-
fucking watch
I think-
Australian DBZ.
We got the same one as you guys did because we also had Rock the Dragon and shit like that. So
Is that the ocean dub?
yeah, it was the Oceanic dub. So
I
we
had,
also
this,
we
I
got
had
that.
Spanish
only
DBZ.
you guys got Big Green.
Um,
That's a classic.
But as for what I would like to see in Dokkan, I would like to see an actual top tier Toa card for once.
No, thank you.
That
Hmm.
takes 3,000 stones to pull.
I would do it. I mean, I fucking dropped 900 for a very mediocre one on fucking Heroes banner. So
It'd be funny if they actually did
You
one. I saw
underestimate
Wants
my
you to
power.
max her.
an LR Toa who had like fucking the dudes with the masks on. So she has like Mass Saiyan behind her, and I don't know who
Yeah.
fucking else is from Xenoverse. Some other weird Heroes character or whatever. And that's her LR.
Mask category lead.
The masked lead.
But going on back to what Toast said before, yes, the dub of Dragon Ball sucks absolute donkey dick.
I mean, I don't hate it, but Japanese is way better.
The
Guys,
one
you're gonna-
exception to the dub is
You're gonna
Beerus
get
and
us in
Whis.
trouble.
That's all right.
Beerus
I'm gonna cut
Are
all
the
this
only
then,
dub
so it's
voices
okay.
you're allowed to like.
I also think Chris does a good Frieza.
He does a good Frieza.
Chris
But it's
Redfield?
nowhere near as good as fucking Beerus or Whis.
I think with that, I think it's finally time for us to sign off. Everyone out there, have a merry old time. Play Dokkan Battle if you like. Try not to kill the other person who plays the version of the game.
I hope Santa
Or
brings
Or
do.
two, either one.
Or hey, work together to kill the game itself.
Yeah, how about for once we fucking unite and fucking fight Bandai? How about that?
Your dog sounds your dog's agreeing with that.
Yeah,
You
my
hear it
dog's
barking.
fucking hyped for
Your dog
violence.
wants Dokkan dead. It wants food.
That's why she's a good dog. And that's
She's
why
like,
my mom's
look,
telling her to
you
shut up.
spend
'cause she
too
likes
much on Dokkan. I want food.
I don't fucking spend anything on Dokkan.
Now,
why I
if
get
there's a
that-
Fireman Goku, you wouldn't be saying that.
No, because then he'd be a world tournament unit, and then I would just fucking kill myself. I would say this is the end of me.
But they switch it to be like Arena and Shoninor.
Then I would super kill myself. And on that
Yeah,
note,
that's even
everyone,
worse.
I think it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.
Our foolish pride makes us hate this way. We watch our world